having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next.
Welcome to the Bruce Lee Podcast. My name is Mark Simpson and I help hosts just like you get the tools, the tactics, the training, but most importantly, the confidence to go and get more direct bookings. And in today's episode, I wanted to just have a little chat with you about Google. Now, in yesterday's episode, I spoke about Google Hotel Ads and how they are now providing a free link to host, which is exciting. But I just wanted to just ask the question to you. What do you think Google is going to do in 2021? Please do use the comment section or email mark@boostly.co.uk or send me an Instagram direct message at boostlyuk. Let me know what you think Google is going to be doing in 2021. I believe, and this is purely my opinion, but over the last couple of years, they've just been waiting. They've been tweaking things in the background, and now whether they want to become an OTA themselves or whether they want to, they definitely want to take a piece of the pie. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. They definitely want a piece of the pie, but it's really interesting. They could be, because they are so heavily invested into ads and the ad spend that Google and Expedia Group, Booking Holidays, the Expedia Group and Airbnb give them. It would be really silly, in my opinion, for them to have their cake and try and eat it by really going down this route of trying to get the money directly. So obviously for us, the hosts, you can now pay them. You pay them for Google Ads to bid on your brand and to get those really unique keywords. But now you can also pay them to become more prevalent in the map pack, in the Google business listing, which again is going to be interesting. If you can spend a couple of pounds to just come higher in the order on your Google business listing, in the Google travel, in the Google hotel ads, whatever they're going to call it, then we all know that people go for the first thing that they see. And it'll be really interesting. Now, the backlash from Booking.com, the backlash from the Expedia Group, the backlash from places like Airbnb or TripAdvisor could be that what they'll do is they will sacrifice their profit by making the price lower. So they'll still charge you the 15% and say it's a £100 room or £100 a night property. They will still charge you 15%. But what they'll do is they will lower the price of the room, or lower the price of the unit, and then they will make less money. So they can quite easily do that, and it's probably in the T's and C's where they can. And in some instances, I remember reading some reports last year to say that they actually had tested it. So it'll be a race to the bottom. So this is really interesting to see. Be really interesting to see what Google does, and it'll be more interesting to see what the backlash is from the OTAs. But this is where I pass it over to you, and I'd love your feedback. I'd love your opinion. I'd love to know what you're thinking here. So the question is, what do you think Google are going to do in 2021? And as a side question is, what do you think the OTAs are going to do about it? Again, please leave a comment below. As always, let's hashtag book direct. Now is so important to make sure that you have a direct booking website, one that's guaranteed to turn lookers into bookers. And look no further. Boostly, we do it. We've got over 500 clients. We're the largest hospitality website business for all niches of hospitality in the world, which is phenomenal to say. We have been called the industry leaders, which makes my day every single time that we hear that. So if you want to find out more, boostly.website.com. BOOSTLY website.com, and if you want to book a call, boostly.co.uk/WC. As always, thank you to Uplisting for sponsoring the show. If you want to go get a PMS, we do recommend Uplisting. They are fantastic. We know the guys. It works really well with the Boostly website. And I will be back tomorrow for another episode. Until then, take care, look after yourselves, and I shall speak to you very soon. Revenge travel is coming. Don't forget that. Let's make sure that you're ready for it.
Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely.